Obama White House needs to get its message straight in Syria or it will never win. Support for strike vertical bracket Fox News. Fox News Digital Network. Fox News. Fox Business. You Report. Fox News Radio. Fox News Latino. Fox Nation. Fox News Insider. Login. Account. You're logged in as. Profile. Log out. Search site. Listen to Fox News Radio Live. In air now. In air personalities. Home. Video. Politics. U.S. Opinion. Entertainment. Tech. Science. Health. Travel. Lifestyle. World. Sports. In air. Previous slide. Next slide. Opinion Home. Michael Goodwin. Karl Rove. Sally Cohn. Juan Williams. Peter Morrissey. Andrew Napolitano. Liz Peek. Peter Johnson Jr. Obama White House needs to get its message straight in Syria or it will never win. Support for strike. By Dana Purino, published September 6, 2013. FoxNews.com. U.S. President Barack Obama attends the second working session of the G20 summit in St. Petersburg in September 6, 2013. World leaders at the G20 summit have failed to bridge their bitter divisions over U.S. plans for military action against the Syrian regime, with Washington signaling it has given up on securing Russia's support at the UN in the crisis. G20 Russia after Russian President Vladimir Putin walks past his U.S. counterpart Barack Obama ahead of a family photo for the G20 summit in St. Petersburg in September 6, 2013. World leaders at the G20 summit have failed to bridge their bitter divisions over U.S. plans for military action against the Syrian regime, with Washington signaling it has given up on securing Russia's support at the UN in the crisis. After. Next slide. Previous slide. I realize the last thing the White House wants from me is communications advice. And, goodness knows, President Obama has plenty of advisors all weighing in on the public relations push to get Congress and the American people to support an intervention in Syria. Yet, there's something about the administration's messaging that has been striking a discordant note to my ears. I'm not sure that they understand what I, and many of the people they need to convince, are hearing. Regardless of whether one is for or against a Syria strike, the onus is on the president to make his case convincingly. Unfortunately for the president's advisors, the more Obama speaks about Syria, the more uneasy people seem to get. Over the course of this past week, the arguments against a military intervention in Syria seem to be winning the debate. To try to turn that tide, the White House has had President Obama speak publicly on several occasions during his trip to the G20 meeting in Russia. Unfortunately for the president's advisors, the more Obama speaks, the more uneasy people seem to get. That's when a communications team needs to pull back and ask themselves, why? In my opinion, Mr. Obama is presenting his case incorrectly. He has the order and the emphasis wrong when laying out his arguments in favor of a strike. He's been putting too much stress in the limited point that the intervention will be limited, targeted, and over before you know it. Instead, he should first argue that a strike is necessary. Then he should tell us why he thinks we will succeed. And only then should he get to the point that a strike is not going to become a long-term or costly endeavor. The more the president keeps jumping to, and spending too much time on, the limited aspect of the strike, the more he's taking for granted that he's already won the argument in the first 2 points. And clearly he has not. This is a common situation with political leaders, and their words often reflect the mindset of their party. And in this case, limited seems more important than anything else, even efficacy. The Democrats started asking what the limits would be on military action even before they ask whether it will be successful. The thing is, President Obama didn't initially need to win over the Democrats, and he could have had their support with a minimal effort from the White House. By focusing on the far-left echo chamber, he alienated the rest of the nation,